Great start on the outside for Javon Thomas. Ackeem Blake now gets up. Brian level up the chase. Ackeem Blake moving away from the rest of the field. Let's look at Nigeria's Ackeem Blake. 994.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again to another one here on the Coach's Desk. We appreciate you being here, my people. Definitely want to talk about what transpired at the Velocity Fest, and we have to talk about the men's 100 meters. Yeah, man, the finals. But before we get into that, people, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, my people. So we have the first sub 10 clocking from Ackeem Blake, and I'll be getting into that. Before I get into that, I will be highlighting some of the events. Of course, the finals of the women's event, they had two finals, and we had Michaela Moody of GC Foster. She clocked 11.50, a season best, to take that win over Jura Levy. 11.56. Ronisha McGregor of UE, 11.60. Those were your top three in that one. Tina Clayton, yes, Tina Clayton, the half of the twin turbo, she clocked a season best of 11.17 seconds, ahead of Natasha Morrison, 11.29, and Serena Cole, 11.30. Kemba Nelson also clocked 11.30. Now, in this event, you would have had Shelly and Fraser Price, but that lane that Shelly and Fraser Price would have occupied, it was empty, because Shelly and Fraser Price did not show up for the finals. I definitely believe that this would have been a one-off race. And remember, I said it in the video before that I don't believe that she will be coming out to run that finals of the 100 meters. So said, so done. You understand? But people, let's talk about the men's. We have three finals for the men, three finals. And in the C finals, Adrian Carr of Motorcade, he clocked 10.34 to take the top spot over Atura de Lisser, 10.35, and Jace Witt of GC Foster College, 10.39. Jason Lewis of Swept, 10.43. Earl Simmons, GC Foster, 10.47. Brendan Rodney, Sprintech, 10.52. And Adam Musgrave, 10.59. RB Allen, he did not start in that one. That's the C finals. Over to the B finals. Emmanuel Archibald, after some false start situation with Kadrian Golson, he was disqualified for false starting. And Kakini of Racers, he was also disqualified for false start. For starting, Kadrian Golson ran on the protest, but that didn't make the false start rescind, so he was still a judge false start. Emmanuel Archibald of Swept, however, took the top spot in 10.27 ahead of Ashani Smith of Dynamic Speed, 10.37. Taekwondo Tracy of Swept, 10.40. Javon Dunkley of Elite, 10.41. That round off your top four. Now, in the A final, this was one of the races that a lot of people was, looking forward to seeing, and Ackeem Blake delivered. Remember, I spoke about Ackeem Blake's improvement in his 200 meters, and I was a little bit disappointed with Ackeem's performance at the Grand Slam track, because that trajectory that he was on certainly indicate to me that he had it in him to run that sub 10 or even a fast time, because of how he was rapidly improving over that 200 meters. I don't know what happened on the day. Something transpired, but Ackeem saved it for today. Seen? Ackeem saved it for today, and he joined Simbini, who clocked 9.9. He's now 9.96, a season best. The fastest Jamaican, the second fastest man over 100 meters in the world. That is a very, very good showcase from Ackeem. Ackeem seems a little bit hungry this season. If you look at the race, people, you can slow it down and look at it. Ackeem execution was phenomenal. Ackeem's execution out of the blocks was phenomenal. That drive phase, or he held that drive phase. He was able to take it through the phase, and you see that gradual lift like the aeroplane about to leave the ground. That was how he transitioned into his running, and it was superb. He started to pull away from the field. Nigel Ellis was there, but he couldn't stand that afterburner of Ackeem Blake, and those 200 meters actually worked for Ackeem. Remember, Ackeem always had that fast start, right? Till he was in a situation where he was having some false start circumstances. Now, with the strength from the 200 meters, it is now indicating that he's about to be able to hold that speed a little bit longer. So his deceleration rate not going to be affected, right? So that is a good look. That top end speed has improved, and I wouldn't want him just to throw away the 200 meter for the remainder of the season. Well, he has he should continue to run those 200 meters. Nigel Ellis was second from Elite, 10.11. Brian Lavelle, Optimum. He after winning his first round, looking very comfortable, he came back and he run 10.19 for third. Marcellus Moore, 10.21 for fourth. Javari Thomas, Dynamic Speed, 10.24, season best for him. He's from Dynamic Speed. And O'Dane McPherson of Sprint Tech, he clocked 10.31. So I am waiting. I am waiting to hear what Objectivity has to say in this video. Because my stance not changing Objectivity. As me say, I believe I was disappointed in his performances at the Grand Slam, because how he was running, I believe he could have done better. Whatever transpired on the day that is behind him, he now proves that he's on the right path. Seeing? Julian Ford, after a comfortable run in the first round, he did not start. Also, DeAndre Daly of Adidas, he did not start as well. So some of these athletes, they just come out to get their feet wet, to allow their coaches to see where they are at this juncture of the season. You get what I'm saying? So it was a good look, good run by these athletes. Tina, 11-1, good run, good indication. Ackeem's run was in positive 1.7 meters per second, and that in itself was a good run. In earlier, they ran in like negative, was it negative? No, +3, +2. So they were getting a lot of assistance, and then the wind kind of died down a little bit in the evening hours, and they were able to do what they did at this final. So again, kudos to Ackeem. I just want them to stay on those 200 meters. Don't let it go because he went that sub 10. Just continue on that trajectory, and I tell you, if he continues to run those 200 and improve his 200, then of course things are gonna get better and better and better. What say you? Until next time, people, stay safe. Peace.